Hey, everybody. And we are back with our 5 tips on how to improve the bottom line at your dealership. So today is tip number 2, and we're going to talk about probably not probably, definitely the biggest expense item on your financial statement, and that is payroll and personnel expense. And too many times I've seen that general managers don't even look at this. They don't pay attention to it, and you're writing this big fat check every week or every 2 weeks that supports your payroll for your entire team, and you aren't taking a close look at it, yet you'll scrutinize a $500 bill or $1,000 bill for something else. So how do you handle this? How do you go about reviewing payroll when it's ready to go? So usually every Wednesday, probably Wednesday or Thursday, depending on, if you do it weekly, it'll be once a week, or bi-weekly, once every 2 weeks. You can get a payroll register. And what you want to make sure that payroll register has is the name of the employee, number of hours, hourly rate, and total earnings for that pay period. If you can get year-to-date earnings on it, that would be great. You might have to run another report, but definitely see what they're getting paid for that pay period. And this is something you need to look at every pay period. You can't skip a beat. Even if you're out of town, have them email it to you and go through it. So what do you want to look for? So just some basic stuff, but you're going to find a lot of stuff when you start paying attention to it. So you want to look for just the number of hours that people are working. Does it make sense for the position that they're in? How much overtime they're getting. This would be one that I'm sure is going to surprise all of you. A lot of overtime that's happening, and that's just added expense. But there might be a lot of other stuff that'll pop up. As we start to grow and things start to happen, and we try new things, we add different employees or different positions, and a lot of times we don't go back and correct those if they're not working. So take a look at it and just see what it is that's happening there. See what people are earning. I'm not one to cut payroll or cut expenses or fire people. But certainly if overtime's abusive, that doesn't make any sense, right? You need to dial that back with your department managers. Raises, there might be raises you didn't even know about that some of your team members got, maybe preferential treatment that's happening in the dealership. But just stuff to take a look at, and you'll, I can't name them all, but you'll see them as you start paying attention to them, and maybe not the first time, because it probably will be a little bit overwhelming the first time, but keep taking a look at it and you'll be surprised what you find.